Yep, we can hear.
They're up above us. The kids are up above us.
What do you think of the bubbles?
Above.
I thought I saw a light when you passed me by.
Look at all those bubbles. Okay. No, okay. Sean acquired the drinks and the donuts. And now it is time to eat and then pack it up, I guess.
Yeah.
Short trip. So at about 10 a.m. we headed out of Great Wolf Lodge after we took a couple of family photos in front of the big sign out front. And we headed over to the Jamestown Settlement, which is a little bit misleading because this isn't actually where the original Jamestown Settlement was. It is a recreation, which is also part of a museum. Are you excited?
Somewhere else.
Let's do this! Going into this trip, I didn't know much about the Jamestown Settlement Museum, but I was very impressed. There is an indoor portion of the museum that takes you back through history to the founding of it, but also an outdoor portion. You'll see plenty of artifacts during the indoor portion, including these arrowheads. This was a set that I really enjoyed checking out inside of the museum. I thought it was adorable. That's like the original baby carrier right there for the indigenous peoples. But a lot of their sets and artifacts inside of the museum are meant to tell the story of how the three different cultures converged to create the Jamestown settlement, including West Central Africa indigenous peoples. Here we have Julie, who is upset that she is not at the aquarium. We'll go to the aquarium soon, hon, but this is not an aquarium. This is called a museum. Once we made it outside, our first stop was a recreated fort called James Fort. It's meant to depict the Virginia Company of London's military outpost that they had there between the years of 1610 and 1614. Basically, you discover how the colonists would have lived during those years. It's a lot of thatched roof structures. There's a church. You can go into a governor's house. Did you learn anything from James Fort?
The fort?
Yeah.
Did I? I just looked around.
Leaving Fort James, we headed down the boardwalk to the ship recreations. It was impressive. There's usually 3 boats, though, and the day that we visited, there was only one, the smallest, called Discovery. Julie and I were able to board it and look around for a bit. Obviously, the ship is just a recreation, but I was very impressed by the attention to detail. Passbag Town is based on the Powhatan way of life. It's a really impressive recreation. It's a lot of reed-covered houses, cooking circles. It also includes a lot of outdoor demonstrations. As a mom of 3, I'm going to keep it real with you, just in case you stumbled upon this vlog looking for ideas for your family trip. I'm going to go ahead and say skip the Jamestown settlement. As someone who enjoys studying history, there is a lot to delve into at this museum. But it's really just a blip on the radar compared to Colonial Williamsburg, which is also nearby. This was great since we only had a few hours before we had to head home. And in all honesty, a few hours is all you need for the Jamestown Settlement and Museum. The closer we got to 2 p.m., we pretty much knew it was time to head out. This lines up pretty nicely with Julie's normal nap time, so we figured we'd pick up lunch, the kids would eat it in the car, and Julie would hopefully just naturally fall asleep. We got lucky, and for a long time, all 3 of the kiddos slept, and it was glorious. We also spent forever on a bridge that goes out over the water. It's near Virginia Beach. I've never done this before, but it was wild to be over the water for like 20 minutes. It is 8:11 p.m. The dogs are in the very back. All 3 kids are accounted for. My voice is gone. And we did it.
I'm tired.
Did you guys have a good trip?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Are you tired?
Not really.
Oh, jeez.
That's not what I wanted to hear. I'm exhausted. Sean's gonna cry.
I'm
Okay. Well, bye till the next one. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Julie. You're back there too. Somewhere. Bye. Guess what, man? We're home. Finally.
Yeah.
Say bye. I had a good first road trip.